This is Play North, the Manitoba Games Show. The Manitoba Games, powered by Manitoba Hydro, are coming to Thompson March 4th to 10th, 2018. Look for us on the web at www.manitobagames.ca. That's the place to volunteer, a place for information on the games, and a place where you can find our online store. If you guys are on social media, Snapchat, Twitter, you might want to look for hashtag playnorth, another place you can find us. Quick shout out to Valet, our nickel sponsor, our biggest local sponsor. We want to get them in here too. Megan Szabo is joining me, and Amy Shier. Just before we get started, we just throw it out there. We're in a brotherhood of figure skaters. I was a skater back in the day, had an axle in my repertoire working on the double, and in those days it was all on figures, so I think I was on my third figure that I was working on. Last little fun fact, Amy's mom and I skated together, for sure shared the ice, and I think that we were dance partners at one time. We might have done a couple dances together. Has she ever mentioned me? Does she talk fondly of our days of skating together?
No.
Well, that's unfortunate. You may want to ask her about that later, but we'll fact check that one, but I think it's true. So Megan and Amy are two people that were identified as our figure skaters from the Norman region, going to be participating in the Manitoba Games, so we wanted to catch up with you guys and just see what's going on with you guys. So, start off with an easy one. How many years have you been figure skating?
10 years.
You've been figure skating for 10, how old are you?
14.
Oh, all right. And you?
I've been figure skating for 9 years and I'm 12.
Okay, you guys got started way before I ever did. And I quit at about the same time that you guys are at now. So I got lured to the dark side, hockey. Brutal, eh? So where are you in figure skating? So I was talking about third figure. I'm not sure if we still measure things in figures. What level are you at? Where are you?
I'm in juvenile and I'm in pre-novice for short programs, and I just passed my junior silver.
Wow, all right. And you?
I'm in pre-novice, long and short, and I passed my gold free skate.
Whew. All right, it sounds really impressive, but I'm going to have to Google that to see where it ends up on the list of stuff. So I mentioned the axle, hoping for a double axle, never quite worked out. What are some of the most challenging things you're working on? So jumps or sequences or your dance routine, what's the most challenging thing you're working on?
Double axle.
Double axle?
Yeah.
And are we there?
Not quite.
No? Will we see it at the Manitoba Games?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Yeah.
All right, we'll take that. And you?
Double Lutz.
Double Lutz?
Yeah.
Nice. I think that used to be called a flip back in my day. Think so? No?
No.
No? Okay. We'll quit reminiscing about the past and we'll move on. And do both of you guys both have your own routine with your music, and like you have
Two routines.
2 routines?
Yeah, short and a long.
Jumping. And you, short and along?
Just my long for Manitoba Games.
All right. I won't get so deep into the weeds as to ask you what song you do that to, but we got to come to the games and find out, right? Okay, so Manitoba Games are coming up. You said that you've been in the Manitoba Games before. Is this a true story?
Yeah, the summer games.
Oh, and what'd you do in the summer games?
Track and field.
Nice. And when you were there, what was the most fun part about being at the summer games for track and field? What do you remember aside from the actual, like running around in the hot summer days?
Meeting new people and like watching the older kids run.
I think that'll be fun. This is going to be your first time at the Manitoba Games, and it's here in Thompson, which is just super cool. What are you looking forward to about being in the games?
I'm looking forward to figure skating and having lots of people watching me and meeting new people and watching the other sports.
I think you have this dialed in. You've got this whole thing figured out. Just before we move back to, what's the biggest thing you've been involved in before this? Will this be the biggest competition you've ever been in?
Yeah, the biggest one we've ever been in since Manitoba Games. This year will be sectionals, me and Megan have been doing. Yeah.
And sectionals, is that just in Thompson, or do you go to Winnipeg or somewhere else for sectionals?
Yeah, in Winnipeg and Brandon and Morden and stuff.
Holy cats, man. I love that. Moving right around. So when you're at the Manitoba Games this time around, I'm guessing that you're looking forward to the same things, meeting some people, seeing some different sports, things like that. One of the kind of interesting wrinkles that I just found out for our local athletes is that you guys stay in the village, so you maybe you can even see your house from here. I don't know, you probably don't live very far away, but you're going to be staying in the school with the other kids. Are you looking forward to that? What do you think of that?
Yeah, I liked it at the summer games too.
Yeah?
So, yeah.
Fun times in the village, hanging out with people, Snapchatting like mad?
Yep.
Yeah, that was going on. And you, how do you feel about sleeping in a school when you've got a house and a nice warm bed right around here?
It'll be fun. but I think it'll be kind of hard because it'll just be weird.
For sure. And just before we wrap things up, so you're going to be competing against people from all across Manitoba. You've been to sectionals before, which I think is kind of like a Manitoba sort of thing. So do you have an idea some of the girls that you're going to see at these games, or is this all new people for you?
Girls from Winnipeg, Brandon, we know.
So different places around Manitoba. And have you seen them and competed against them before, or do you think they'll be all new?
Yeah, we competed against them at sectionals.
You guys don't just look like figure skaters to me. You look like athletes that could do a bunch of stuff. You said you've been in the games running. I know you're pretty quick. Someday you and our cameraman Paul should have a foot race for a Pepsi. That's an easy Pepsi for you, guaranteed. What other things do you do besides figure skating, or is your whole life figure skating? You wake up thinking about it, go to sleep thinking about it, watch YouTube videos nonstop?
I also do running, and I do school sports, and I'm a competitive dancer and skiing.
Okay, so you don't have much time for Snapchat. You're pretty busy with this stuff.
Just like twice a day. I'll go on my phone.
I'll give you that. You got to keep the streaks going. That's just how it is. My longest streak right now, 160. Not bad, eh?
Yeah.
Wow, what do you do besides figure skating?
Running, sports at school, and yeah, that's it.
No, that's pretty good. That's not just it. Last one before we let you guys go. What are your dreams for figure skating? Are you looking forward to someday being a pro, to being in the Olympics, or is figure skating just one of the things that you do along with running and Snapchatting?
Well, it's another one of the things, and I also want to pass the rest of my gold free skates.
That's your goal? Figure skating goal?
Yeah.
I love that. What a great goal. And you?
Figure skating is definitely on the top of my list for sports. I don't know if I want to go like into becoming Olympics and stuff, but I really want to pass all of my gold and everything else.
Perfect, and keep figure skating. One of the things that I just love, I didn't keep doing it, but I love about figure skating is it's a life sport. It's something you can keep doing forever. You've learned how to skate. You're never going to lose that. One of your coaches, Sue, she's even a couple years older than me. She was my coach, and she's still skating and figure skating, right? So awesome. Shout out to Sue, Amy Shier, Megan Szabo. Best of luck in the Norman Games. Two of our figure skaters, they're going to be participating March 4th to 10th at the Manitoba Games, powered by Manitoba Hydro, happening here in Thompson. Use hashtag playnorth, all right? If you guys post any pictures of yourself, hashtag those. Paul will put them up on the big screen here. You'll see them on YouTube. Pretty cool. www.manitobagames.ca is the place to go for all info on our games.